Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Battletech. We are in the middle of a flashpoint, so I think we better go ahead and jump right on in for this episode. So what's going on is we are in the middle of working for Morgan Kell. There it is. And it turns out someone may have some loved ones of his. So we're going to go ahead and try and save them. So what we're going to do is they were saying that we should go out and defeat them in the field of battle. However, we're going to go in and quickly extract his loved ones just to make sure that we are, making sure that they don't go back on their promises. We can get them out nice and quick. So that's what we're going to do. This is a capture base, and it is in the lunar biome. It's going to be a little bit toasty, so we're going to have to see. This is a 4.5 skull mission, so it's going to be difficult. But we have no other choice. We don't trust them to do well. So it looks like they have an enforcer and a Jenner. They have, let's see, breaching shot, multi-target, and sensor lock. And then there's also someone with the ace pilot ability, so they can move after after shooting, sensor lock, and what's that? Extra stability mitigation, I think it is. The stability damage mitigation. Right, and instead of being a maximum of 6, okay, I thought it was going to be a light lance that we had to take, but I guess that's not going to work for us. Let's bring what we can. Let's go straight up with our Griffin. That will be important. Yeah. We have some pretty decent heat sinking. Yeah, it's fairly cool because it is one of those LDF ones, so we should be able to get by with a decent amount of heat, amount of damage output. And then for our second one, 4.5 skulls. This is going to be tricky. I didn't realize 60 ton was the limit that would come. The Centurion, unfortunately, is way too heat inefficient for this to be worthwhile. We could take ourselves a crab. We have, what's that? 4 double heat sinks. We'd probably have to cut out a couple of weapons here and there if we're going to maintain. It is possible. Let's see. Heat of 16. Yeah, maybe if we are out of range of the ER small laser, we could just go ahead and turn off on pulse. Either that, or we go for something. Oh no, punchbacks. Either that, or we go for something like Hedging, but that's getting a little bit light on armor. I'm not sure we want to take that option. Yeah, so we have a rangefinder. I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and take that crab. Okay, so not quite as ideal as our standard alliances are concerned, but I guess it's what we've got. Let's also go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and bring... Do we bring Angel because of her coolant vent? I think that would be what is best for us. Yeah, also some extra damage mitigation as well could be useful. Alright, that's what we're going to run with. It's going to be an interesting deployment, but we have no other choice but to dive on in. So, yeah, we're going in a little bit light, but it's going to be what it is. Oh well, so much for having a bit of flexibility with this. Didn't realize we're going to get stuck with only 2 mechs and a 60-ton limit for either one. Oh well, let's see what we can do. Alright, so for today's objective, we must capture the beasts of Battletech and their armory. The beasts of Battletech's armory is just ahead of you, Commander. Strike swiftly, take the facility, and hold it until Megan and Tempest can be extracted. Hellhounds and I will handle Rhea and her people. Let's do this. Alright, this is going to be risky, but it seems like the only way to be certain that Kell's people make it out home safe. That is right. So let's go see what we need to do.
Command interface initiated.
Alrighty-o. So, okay, Leviathan. I've got an assault lance on the ground, keeping Rhea and her beasts occupied. They won't be expecting a backdoor attack on their armory. Get in there, seize the buildings, and wipe out anyone who tries to stop you. If you do your job right, we should be able to extract Tempest and Megan, and then we've won. Come and get me, Ree. Show me what you've learned. Alright.
Given the landscape, I doubt we'll be doing much shopping this trip.
Well, Rabbit, you would be right there. Very little shopping indeed. Alright, so I do see a point there, so I'm assuming they're going to have point defense, which is kind of a problem. I think what we'll do then, if we're going to have point defense, we want to come across a hill and be able to rapidly charge upon them. So I think what we're going to try... Yeah, we might have reinforcements or the exfiltration site. Let's go around over the hill. I think that is going to be our best action that we can take. We do have a Jenna, which has SRMs and medium lasers. They are at least modified lasers, so they do get a little bit of extra accuracy. Alright, whatever hope that does. Let's go... Make sure we stick behind cover.
Copy that.
Oh, we have contact. That is a turret. But again, we should be safe for now. Let's see. A Griffin for Rabbit. Let's get you up there. And then we have our Crab. So let us figure out exactly what we're going to be dealing with. Alright, so we're gaining 37 resolve. That's not too bad. I thought we normally made 43. Okay, so... Yeah, we're gonna have to double check. Maybe the... I would call them... the command modules give us a little bit more than what I thought they did. Alright, we could move up. That would give us eyes on a medium turret, but I feel like I would rather reserve. Going to try and see if anybody else is around. You know what? Let's go down to initiative 2.
Holding for the right opportunity.
Just to see if anything else flips. And the answer is no. Okay.
I hear ya.
So it looks like we do have an enforcer being piloted by Rox. I would assume they have, yeah, got some pretty decent weapons actually. So they have a PPC, which is modified, and then 4 ER medium or laser. Alright. That's not bad, and we also do have jump jets if we so desire, but I don't think we'll get eyes on target.
What do you need?
So let's bring... Well, we're not going to do much of anything here. Let's go ahead and sprint our Griffin forwards. At least we can get eyes on and
Moving lightning!
figure this out. Alright, I'm seeing heavy defenses around the armory, including point defense turrets. Not a huge surprise, but it's worth paying attention to. Keep your head on a swivel and smash down anything that gets in your way. My scout mechs will follow suit. Yeah, hey boss, those mercs you're fighting are firing up a bunch of turrets. Smash them down and keep fighting. We don't stop until our people are safe. Okay. Well, it seems that we have eyes on a couple, so we have a standard LRM turret, a light standard turret, and more LRMs. Okay, so at the moment, I think the standard light turret is our least concern. Or actually, you know what? Hang on a second, let's just double check. Our Griffin, we have a rangefinder, so never mind. Maybe we will be safe. Maybe if we take them out, we can force them to sensor lock and then fire, because that's probably what they will do anyway. So let's bring up...
Good to go.
Our Crab has little choice but to run on forwards, so we could get eyes on here. I think we'll set up for next round just in case.
Hauling out.
So we'll get a bit more armor up there. Let's go ahead and...
Good to go!
Rocks, where can you go? We can jump you up here, but that would mean... Oh, we could get a full salvo out. Okay, that is worth something to me. What about the one right at the back? Yeah, only the PPC. Alright, I reckon we go with the light standard turret, see if we can burn that down.
Yep.
Either that or... You know what? The Jenna can't see anything else. Let's move you forwards first and see if we can mitigate some of the heat growth on the other mech.
Got a sensor trace.
Alright, looks like they have another turret in the back there. That's no surprises. Let's take this one out first. We should have, what, 120 plus another... 32? Yeah, sure. Either way, we should technically have enough damage, assuming all of our missiles hit. So let's go ahead and see what we can do.
Here we go.
Alright, and we did not roll well. Okay, fine.
What can I do for you?
Let's bring Rox up with her jump jets. And I think what we'll do here is we'll split our fire. So we'll take out one and start working on the other. And unfortunately, we don't have much choice. Let's go multi-target. Make you the PPC, you the ER medium lasers. We'll drop off a bunch of those. I think one of those should be sufficient. Yeah, let's start doing as much work as possible.
You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
Alright, well, there we go. Turret is down, so that should mitigate any potential,
Smoked 'em.
or at least, yeah, mitigate incoming damage. But it looks like they are not able to sensor lockouts. That's very good. Alright, still have some more resolve. Let's bring our Jenna. Ooh, that'd be... we go ahead and move. We're going to get eyes on all of them. I don't know if that's necessarily our best way to go about things. Let's go... let's see. I reckon we could probably get our Enforcer to take shots on the standard turret if we get within range. So let's move off to this right-hand side. And we'll see what we're dealing with the others. Yeah, I think that's going to be what we have to do. Right, so what do we have here? We have a sniper turret. Ooh, 2 PPCs and machine guns. Oh, as much as PPCs are annoying, I think those... actually, never mind. I think the PPCs are probably our priority. Yes. We need to make sure that we don't get hit twice. That would definitely hurt us a lot more. Again, as I said, that's 32 damage with our SRMs. So let's drop off a medium laser. I think that will generate more heat. Yes, it does. Okay, so that should bring us not quite under. There we go. That will have to suffice for now. Soften it up. Good amount of damage there, and then let's see.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, Rox, let's get you closer. We have PPCs here, and then PPC there. Let's go ahead and maybe... I think we'll come back and figure out what we want to do. It does appear that our Griffin is going to be a little bit short on options. And our Crab is also going to be slightly too short on range. Okay, fine then. Let's go ahead and sprint forwards. We need to put something a little bit better than the Jenna in harm's way. And I think Angel should have the armor to do that. So let's go up.
Understood. Moving fast.
We'll get her there, and then...
Waiting on you, Commander.
yeah, here we go. I think what we'll do... let's see, how much damage do we need? We need a good 60. We're not going to get that with a single PPC. We're not going to do that either. Alright, so it looks like we're going to get hit with LRMs regardless. So, either that or we go ahead and we use our jump jets. Still PPC, still LRMs. Actually, how close could we get if we did use the jump jets? No, we're not going to have any real options. Alright then, well, I guess stuck with what we've got. Let's go ahead and just move up there, save our heat capacity. And then I guess we may as well keep working on that standard sniper turret. Extra 50 damage, if we can prevent that from happening, is probably worthwhile. So let's go ahead and fire that off.
Got it.
Alright, so that should be fairly easy to take down.
How might I help?
Rabid in your Griffin, let's go. And we're gonna have to... No, jump jets aren't gonna work. And moving, we have to shoot. Okay, fine. Never mind. We are just straight out of luck. That is so unfortunate. Alright then. Either way, let's move up. Make sure we get something done. Let's move... sorry. Let's target the LRMs. We need 160. We should have... What's that? 72. Yeah, so we should only need to maybe... Yeah, 72. So we need double that. That brings us up to 144. And then one of the others. So let's drop off 2 of these. Keep those medium lasers. That should be enough access. So even if we miss some of those SRMs, we should be strong enough to take that out. So let's go ahead and try.
Of course.
That also keeps us quite heat neutral as well, which is ideal. Fairly minimal gain there. Right, PPC's coming on in. Oh, and it looks like they have some buildings. Honestly, I had not considered the fact that they may have
minor damage.
had a stray shot. Okay, well, you know what? That works out perfectly. And that evasion was working very well against those LRMs.
What do you need?
So let's get that Jenner going forwards. I suppose we'll go... what do we want to focus on? Honestly, I don't care. I care.
Understood.
Let's just go... let's go with what we can afford. Let's see. SRMs, fairly minimal heat. Sure, and at least 2 of them should strike. You know what? Let's go ahead and start cutting back on our heat. We can make up with somebody else.
Copy that.
And even then, there we go. We only needed half of our missiles
That
to hit.
turret is gone.
Right, so that's 1 turret down. Let's bring
Ready for orders.
that crab forwards. That'll have very nice positioning on them.
Position confirmed.
Yep. Heat generation is definitely more than we need, but I think we'll go for the 1, 2, 3. Definitely don't need all 4. Let's see, that's 10 heat. These are 16. Yeah, we'll drop off 2 of those. That should be perfectly fine. In fact, that's probably overkill, but again, we have the heat capacity. So let's just let it happen. Alright, there we go. So far, so good. And now we can focus.
Picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Enemy reinforcement. Alright then. Let's see. Do we know which direction they're coming from? Oh, they're coming from up there, and they have a thunderbolt. Ooh.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we're gonna get straight into the fray. Let's run. I have a Griffin and a Thunderbolt.
Yeah?
Alright then. Well then, if that's what we're going to do, I think we might actually go ahead and reserve and let one of them get close. I do feel bad for our Griffin here, but depending on who moves first, they may not be able to get a shot in our back. So we're just going to let that go and see. Alright, what have we got? Alright, so they moved up, but no real benefits there. Let's get Rabid.
Reporting.
There we go. Full salvo. That looks fairly good. In fact, yeah, let's go ahead and do that just so we can't get repositioned on. And we will fire a full Alpha Strike. Let's also go for that precision shot on the Griffin. See if we can take him out quickly.
Confirmed.
Alright, well, you know what? I'll take
hit
that.
Something good.
A PPC crit and a MechWarrior injury is fantastic.
I've been sensor locked.
Yep, sensor locking is fine now, especially that we've got rid of those turrets.
Commander.
I'm a lot less concerned about what they may bring.
Good to go.
Let's grab our Enforcer. Oh, and apparently we have 3 units on the field. A Centurion as well. Okay. Well, let's go... move up. sure, and we will focus on the Griffin,
I read
I
you,
dare
Commander.
say.
Moving out.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a precision strike. Maybe we do go for a Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt could be a problem. Machine guns, medium lasers. No, we're just going to make sure we deal with what's in front of us. Let's turn off our PPC. That'll save us a stack of heat. Turn off 2 of those. And alright, well, I guess we don't have any other choice. Yeah, no evasion, no real evasion there either. Alright, let's just focus on him. You know what? Let's go for another precision strike. If we can get a headshot, that would be ideal. If not, we should have a... Well, we'll be very close to destroying that center torso. And that head is barely connected, so let's roll well.
Roger that. Firing on target.
And we tried
When
to
I shoot
kneecap
you,
him.
you'll take it and like it.
That's... okay, fine. Let's,
What do you need?
let's bring our Jenna forwards. We'll move... Well, we're not going to have any positioning over here. Let's go...
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, and our crab's not going to get any particular shots.
Yep.
So let's go and pick up our evasion. We're going to focus on that Griffin. We stand a good chance at taking that down with everything that we've got. So let's just go for a regular shot here. Yeah, we're just going to scrap him and make sure that we don't have to deal with him next turn. We'll chuck on a medium laser. In fact, we'll chuck on 2. Yeah, that'll have to be what we will run with. Alright, let's see how we do.
Attacking from position.
Alright, so 2 of those SRMs hit, which is good, but not quite enough to bump him down. And
Yes,
now,
Commander.
Angel and our crab, let's go ahead and reserve. If we can get their
Reserving
Centurion to
action.
come closer, or their Thunderbolt, we really cannot afford to sit back and not take some damage on the round. We need to be making sure our output is as
Orders.
optimal as possible. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Okay, well, let's reserve once more. And, I guess...
Receiving you.
Alright then. We're going to have no choice. I'm going to go forwards and sprint. Let's pick up this location here. Get us close on that Centurion. Should have some pretty reasonable shots next round.
Full speed, no target.
Alright. Well, it is what it is.
Come on, MechWarriors! It's go time!
Alright, so Rox is clearly getting into
What do you
the
need?
battle spirit there. She seems rather happy. Let's go. I reckon we focus on that Griffin. We burn that down. I think the crab stands a good chance at taking out that Thunderbolt. So let's see what we can do. Let's go. Yeah, 80%. No, not too close for the Thunderbolt either. That should be safe.
On it.
So let's run you over there. Let's focus on them. We're going to overheat, so I guess we're going to fire minimal weapons this turn. But again, a good chance to destroy him here and now, so...
Confirmed.
Alright. Still kicking. Suppose it is what it is. Alright. Centurion focusing on the crab, that I'm happy with. I am A-okay with
Barely
that.
hit, Commander.
Our crab is tanky for a reason.
I hear ya.
Let's bring our Enforcer. Yes, let's bring our Enforcer across. We'll see if
Don't
she
need to tell
can
me
get
twice.
any shots on the Griffin. We want to kill this thing if at all possible. Can't chuck on an extra weapon. We're just going to have to sit back until you take a round to cool. So, yeah, hopefully these do some damage.
Here we go!
And nope, still kicking, just burning off that
You
armor.
have orders?
Alright then, fine. We're going to have to go...
Orders.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring our crab across. We can get every weapon fired on the Thunderbolt. That is what we want. In fact, you know what? move all the way around. That should be fairly good there. The Centurion's already had a turn. That'll keep everybody else on the other side. But we still get a full salvo. So let's go full precision strike. Making sure we have all of our weapons active. And we're going to go for this headshot and see if we can burn our way through. It's only got 38 hit points, so pretty much any weapon could do it.
Locking in all weapons.
Oh, alright. Well done.
Fired up.
That
There's work
is
to do.
very nice. Okay, sweet. That is what we're after. Let's now follow up with Rabid.
Awaiting orders.
This should be fine. We can now go ahead and scrap that Griffin. That Griffin is going to be an easy target. Between all these SRMs, we'll definitely be hitting that center torso more than a couple of times. And I think that should be sufficient. In fact, that's probably overkill. Let's drop off these medium lasers. Those ER small lasers will be perfectly fine, and they generate less heat. And then the SRMs, we'll drop off another one of them. So I think that should be enough room for an Alpha Strike. Although, actually, never mind. We have the Coolant Vent. Well, let's just make sure that this guy's toast.
One less target.
Alright, and now it is the end of the round, so we can focus back on what we need to do. Let's go ahead and... No, we're going to go ahead and reserve Mania there. Oops, I did forget about the Centurion having a turn. Oh, but we have armor to spare. Didn't hit, which is ideal. Let's focus with the Crab.
Receiving you.
Angel, let's go... Still go for that headshot yet again. There we go. Let's go precision strike to the head of the Centurion.
Firing all weapons.
Alright, I think that should do it. There we go. Dropship inbound, Commander. Watch your heads. Alright. Now we just need to occupy the armory. That should be our friendlies. That is what we need. Alright. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and get moving.
Got it.
We'll get... Oh, you can even make it to the capture zone this turn. That is fantastic.
Yes, Commander.
A little bit of speed on that scout is phenomenal.
On my way.
Alright then. And nicely done, Hobbs. I just heard from our extraction team, Megan and Tempest are secure. I'm happy to hear that, Mr. Kell. Alright, as am I. My assault lance is just mopping up over here. As soon as they're done, we'll meet you in orbit.
Mission successful.
Very nicely done. Alright. Well, I am glad we didn't decide to chuck that onto the last episode. That would have been a good 30 minutes. So, an hour and a half is a little long for an episode if we can avoid it. But I'm pretty happy with that. Right, looks like our MRB is now up to a 999. Very nice. Hoping to see that tick over to 1,000. We got paid, and everybody got some kills, so that is nice. And now, salvage. Let's go... Oh, I've actually got some decent weapons. Some rather well modified weapons. So isn't that just a surprise? Alright, but either way, we're going to still go ahead and grab ourselves the tonnage. Let's grab that Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is definitely what we want. We did get most of the parts. We did leave behind 2 parts of a Centurion. Mind you, we still finished one nonetheless. So I'm a-okay with that. Good work their team. Also too, we don't really find ourselves on a lunar biome very often, so it is also a pretty good change of pace to see different sorts of areas and have to plan out our lances a little bit more efficiently for the mission ahead. Also too, if you would like to join on into Leviathan's Marauders and join us in the field of battle, all that you need is a first name, last name, as well as a call sign. If you'd like to join on in, we'd love to have you. Mind you, if you'd like to tell us a little bit more about your MechWarrior, we'd also be very keen to learn more about them as well. If you are concerned whether we're going to still be taking on submissions, I will leave an update in the community post when we do get to the end of that, just in case you're seeing this after a couple of days of being posted. So hopefully we'll see you out in the periphery. Alright, let's go ahead and throw those things into storage. We're not really at a point where we're concerned for our mechs, so that'll do well. Alright, let's see how things went with Morgan. Well, that was a hell of a fight, Leviathan. Ree is dead and the beasts of Battletech have been scattered. It isn't what I would have wanted for them, but their minds were set on vengeance. We gave them a blaze of glory to go out on instead. I suppose that's near enough to the same thing. What about Tempest and Megan? Are they okay? They will be. Tempest caught a bullet in the shoulder when our people stormed the base, but it was a through and through. Give her a month or two and she'll be fine. Remember what I said about how dangerous Tempest could be? Well, it wasn't an exaggeration. Even without a BattleMech, she managed to take out 3 of the beasts before she and Meg got captured. If she'd had access to the kind of hardware we brought to this fight, she wouldn't have needed our help in the first place. Well, if Tempest had beaten Ree on her own, the beasts of Battletech would have never gotten to take a swing at you, and in my opinion, they deserved a chance. Don't get me wrong, Kell, I'm not condoning the murders or the hostage-taking or any of the other terrible stuff that Ree pulled, but you did wrong those people. They had a legitimate grievance, and this was the only way they could figure to settle it. Huh. You're right. You're right, they did. Suppose I'll have to live with that. The beasts were Calhounds once, my own people. They deserved better than what I gave them, but what's done is done. Anyway, I'm in your debt to the tune of the price we negotiated at the start of this whole debacle. I think that you're also entitled to a share of the salvage we captured when we took the beast firebase. I will see that that's awarded to you. You've earned it. Alright, thank you, Kell. Well, what is next for you? I put Megan and her mum onto the first transport to wherever they want to go. Then I get back to Zanaya and return to a quiet life at the monastery. I don't leave again without a good reason. My brother Patrick can go on running what's left of the hounds in my absence. They'll be better off without my baggage anyway. But if you ever find yourself back in the game and need of help, feel free to reach out. We worked well together. Absolutely. Companies like yours are few and far between, Leviathan. I won't forget that. Alright, Morgan Kell's view screen image disappears from app. Well, we worked with Legend Edmund, a job for the record books. If ever there was one, Godspeed, Kell. I hope that your retirement goes a little smoother now that Tempest and Megan are safe. And if it doesn't, I hope that he hires us again. And paid well. Well said. Well, back to our stations, everybody. Let's leave this lifeless planet behind. So I'm assuming there's a fair bit of lore behind Morgan Kell, especially since he did birth a mercenary company, but I'm not too familiar with that at the moment, so that's something I should probably dive on into. By the way, here is our salvage that we got, our bonus rewards. We have part of a Kintaro, as well as a fancy gyro, an energy PTS, which isn't too bad. Modified medium laser, modified SRM 2s, 5s, and 20s and 10s, and then part of a cicada as well. And 1 million C-bills, and look at that. Mercenary review board is maxed out, 1000 rated. Hip hip huzzah. Alright, well that was very nice. That panned out nicely. Let's go ahead and see. Is there anything in the store worth taking? The answer is no, that is minuscule. We had checked that out before, but I just want to double check that. Let's quickly see, is there anything worth taking as far as regular contracts are concerned? I would doubt it. We don't really need any reputation with the pirates. Magistry of Canopus is also fairly well maxed out, and there is nothing else to be gained. So I think it means we should probably go ahead and fly away. But before we do, I believe we have a couple of item modifications for our mechs we should look into. The first one being, what do we have? Let's just double check. Energy weapons. So we have an ER medium laser with extra damage. We also have a large pulse laser that could be beneficial. So that's 6 tons. So we might want to equip that. And anything else as far as these? Or maybe it's missiles. Yeah, we have... let's see. LRM-10s and LRM-15s. Okay, so that's probably what we need to upgrade. Oh, and maybe an ER small laser for extra damage. So, since that is what we've got, let's go ahead and see what that belongs on. First of all, we need to find ER large lasers. I don't think we're doing pulses on the Atlas 2 at this point. King Crab. Potentially could have... No, they have LRMs, medium lasers for now. I think we'll come back to that. Let's go... Whereabouts? I know that we have a couple to do. Unfortunately, yeah, the game jolly well takes its time when it's loading up these mechs. Oh! I just realized we can actually spin our mechs around if you click and drag. But that's definitely far too late in the game for me to have learned such a basic thing, but oh well, I guess we'll take it. Let's go... The large pulses... Don't think that we can do anything there. No, SRMs. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and just double check. Medium pulses, we could possibly chuck something on that as well. You know what we need? What is it? Cyclops? No. Stalker. Stalker should have LRM-15s. Have we got them maxed out? I think we don't. So as soon as we... Yeah, there we go. Definitely this is one of the ones we're after. We'll go ahead and fix that up. I think maybe the... what is it? The Crab or the Century may need something. I think we have some more lasers on them. Yeah, let's go ahead and see. First of all, let's go ahead and grab ourselves some better LRMs. Let's throw that. Let's see, extra stability and damage. That's one extra stability, better critical. I think what we're going for is, yeah, critical and stability damage. So let's swap out the one stability damage for 2. That would be good. In fact, maybe this is why we weren't quite getting some of those knockdowns that I thought we should have been getting. Yeah, that could actually be quite nice. And then the rest is unstable as they could be. That is a-okay to me. Let's go ahead and confirm that. That'll take 2 days. Nothing too concerning there.
Right.
And then...
I'll get it in the schedule.
What did I say? Oh, that's right. Centurion. We have 10s, 5s, and 15s. I think we have a better LRM-5 at this point, so we should throw that on there too. Again, not... I guess I've been just more or less learning the game as we have these flashpoints. We've had a couple of max tonnages of 200 tons each and not more than, what was it, 55 per mech? But I guess I just sort of assumed that that was the maximum. And oh, turns out LRM-5s, we still need a better one of them. Okay, well, we'll leave that be for now. We'll come back at a later date once we get our hands on those. Let's go ahead and grab... Yeah, there we are. ER small laser. Let's make sure that that is as damaging as possible. It turns out that crab is remarkably good. In fact, yeah, I was quite impressed at its performance in that last mission there. So definitely a well-earned upgrade. Go ahead and chuck that on there. And then... that should do... Yeah, potentially, let's see, Alpha Strike is 90. There might be potential for us throwing in a... what do we call it? An exchanger. Let's see, that's 10%, that'd be 9. 2, but those are equal to 12, so never mind. Double heatsinks is still the way to go for now. I would suggest... yeah, 84 and 90. If we did drop off to just to double check, yeah, we would not be quite as efficient. So, oh, I am happy to keep things as they are. So yeah, let's go ahead and replace that ER small laser. That will do fine. And
I'll let
then,
you know when that's done.
let's see, Hatchet Man. You got machine guns, medium pulses. Oh, maybe we have another pulse. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw that onto the Black Knight. I'm pretty sure there is one in there. So we'll get that done, and then we're going to fly off to somewhere else. I think that should be fine. Alright, so as soon as we get that, let's see, where are we? Wish there was a way we could sort these out slightly better. Oh no, just regular pulse. Alright, well, I guess I stuffed up there. We will be as good as we can be. Actually, you know what? Let's check out our machine guns. Do we have any fancier? No, it seems that we just have the fairly standard. Alright then, oh fuck. Go ahead and... Oh, no task scheduled. Alright, well then, my mistake. Let's back on up. Alright then, I think let's just go ahead and fly away. So, navigation, star map, that's what we need. What have we got? So, we have a contract here for, yeah, that'll last for a while. You know what? Black market. Yeah, let's see if we can find ourselves some weapons. That's what we should do. Yeah, we'll quickly squeeze by these black markets that are nearby, and then I think that should give us, well, hopefully it'll give us some weapons that we're after, and then we can scoot off and pick up that next
job you asked for, Commander.
That next one. All right, so it turns out doctor's orders. Okay. As you pass the medbay, you hear Headhunter and Decker shouting, followed by a loud metallic crash. Commander Headhunter calls you as you enter. How nice of you to join us. He rises halfway out of bed, trailing a tangled rope of tubes and wires. His senior doctor turns on you, flushed and angry. Commander, your MechWarriors refuse to follow their recovery regime. Decker looks up from a chair nearby. Come on, you old quack. Can't you see that Headhunter is ready to get back there? Okay, let's go ahead and we'll just use the training module. I think we have this for a reason. I think the blue ones are normally better than others. Go ahead and do that. People gain experience. That's nice. So turns out nothing too severe. Alright then. I think we've had that event before, but it's yeah, not really too much of a problem one way or the other, especially when we're going to be traveling for just a little bit of time. The worst that happens is we lose a point or two from the medbay, I would assume, or
Got a new financial
maybe
report
not
for
as
you,
happy
Commander.
as regular. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, current morale is 43, so we gain 35 resolve points per round of battle. Okay, let's go ahead and accept. So, oh, and then we'll keep on traveling. I think maybe, yeah, we should double check. We're gonna have to wait till the next deployment, but I'm fairly sure we were getting a fair bit from our extra morale bonuses. Alright, so what have we got here? Turns out we have access to a few mechs there. Quite a lot of mechs actually, but none that we're really after. Not after any of those standard autocannons, and I think that is, yeah, just going to be nothing that we're after. So let's go ahead to check the black market. This is what we really desire. Plenty of mechs. Very nice battle master. Ooh. A missilery suite on a battle master. I don't think we've. Let's see. So it gets 2 LRMs. Sorry, 2 missile hard points and 8 energy hard points. That's actually fairly fancy. You know what? Maybe we want to buy this and we could fix that up. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I don't believe we've come across them before. And the missilery suite, the extra LRM clustering as well as SRM stability damage. Yeah. Although we'd only be able to chuck on a maximum of 2 SRM 6s. Do we want it? Do we not? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. But I don't think we have one. So we're going to buy one. I don't know what we're going to
New
replace it
equipment available.
with, but I feel like that could be a little bit
Mech is
different
back
to
online.
play with. What would we drop? Let's affect Marauders, Black Knights. Do have that Cyclops there. Highlander. Yeah, you know what? I think what we'll do is... Let's go ahead and see... Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know what? Let's drop the Highlander for now. We can always go back and rebuild it. But I'm curious to see what we could do. So let's send that to storage. Either that or... Actually, you know what? Never mind. We're never taking out the Centurion. Yeah, we can make up with what we've got. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Let's drop the Centurion instead. That thing's barely seen any action. Yeah, that is the plan. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to him. And now we can get back to our weapon purchasing, which is an LRM-5, which we did coincidentally need, so we will purchase one.
New weapon
And,
systems available.
oh, mind you, I think that was probably for that Centurion. Well, doesn't matter. Let's grab UAC 5. We've already got 5 of them. I don't think we can fit more than that onto a single mech. Let's grab the extra. We need the comm system. Probably not, but we'll have some
New
spares.
equipment available.
AC ballistic and missile. Actually, that's not bad. A single ton for all of those. I think we've already got a couple of these. Yeah, we have one. We already have one of them too. I think we'll just stay with what we have, and then a final TTS for energy weapons. Again, nice to have, but I don't think particularly necessary. In fact, you know what? Maybe we do buy a second one of these for missile accuracy and slap that on the Battlemaster if we have extra room, and that way we'll have a spare.
New equipment
Yeah, you know
available.
what? That seems fine. In fact, we should probably make sure we have spares of everything.
New equipment available.
Sure. We don't need another one of those. We have plenty. Okay, so that'll do there. Let's quickly dive back into the star map and see if we can purchase out some more goods. Yeah, there we go. 9 more days. Black market. We have not visited there before. Well, we have, but you know what? It's just so close. Kind of hard to say
that,
no.
Commander. Course plotted.
9 days of travel is well and truly worth it to me. Alright, so let's make it to the jump ship. And a very, very short hop should get us to the next one. Come on. Here we go. Alright. Off we disappear. And here we go. Alright, so here we go. Oh, a mystery box. Okay, Flashpoint campaign. Very cool. Okay. So Yang calls you to the mech lab where you find him standing in the shadow of an enormous ferro-aluminium crate. I don't think that bounty hunter realized what he was giving us, boss. We've got what we've got is 1/3 of a mothballed assault mech, mostly the guts, so it doesn't look like much to the untrained eye. But what I can tell you is that this mech is strange. Never seen anything quite like it. Ira raises her hand, and I think we have a lead on the Dobrev. An old colleague of mine contacted me about a group of patients at the hospital a group of patients at the hospital she administrates. They were suffering from what appeared to be mist-jump-induced injury. I think it's worth investigating. Maya rubs her temple. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I've got one too. A jump ship operator I used to hang with has been running his mouth about a big job he just did for Dr. Bauman. Want me to follow up? Ooh. Alright, we can probably pick up on that. Hopefully, my dog didn't appear on the audio there, but let's see. I think we're going to focus on the mist-jump-induced injuries. I feel like there could be something there with Farah, but if not, we'll see what happens. We'll go ahead and do that. You know that, Farah? Your lead sounds promising. Follow up on it. For the time being, this is your top priority. Later, Farah calls you into engineering. You find her standing in front of a terminal, a huge smile on her face. I did what you asked, dug for information, and I found it. The patients, all of whom had substantial criminal histories, shared a common point of origin, Applin. I've already told Samaya, and she's marked it on the star map. You nod. Good work, Farah. Our hunt for the Dobrev is back on. Thanks to you. New flashpoint has been added. Alright, sweet. Well, you know what? Let's quickly make it to Hastur. We'll do a quick check of that store, and then we're going to see
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
what we have available to us. Alright, so, again, we're just here for weapons. Quick check, nothing ideal. There is a mortar. You know what? We don't have it. We've never used it. We've seen these before, but I've never got to play with one. We're going to buy it. I don't even know why, but we can, so we will. Oh, in fact, you know what? Maybe we chuck it on the Atlas with the ECM and see how that works as a pairing. Yeah, that could be fun. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's check the black market. Plenty of mechs again at our disposal, but I don't think we will. Another very nice MAD to there for our Marauder. Oh, with a missilery suite. Okay, are we... what the heck? That feels wrong. You don't even have missilery hardpoint. I feel like that's a bug. In fact, that's not showing at all what we need. Okay, so you know what? That's very, very weird. We have... Good grief, that's a lot of things. So, Lance Command mod still. We have lots of double heat sinks. We have lots of weapons. That feels incredibly wrong. In fact, incredibly, incredibly wrong. But I'm curious to see if it's going to give us all of those things. Okay, so you know what? We're going to have to do a little bit of mech management, I dare say. Let's just double check everything else first. Exchanger, sure, we'll go ahead and buy one of those. They are hard to find.
New equipment available.
We don't need a Narc or Gauss rifle. Mod stability damage? Melee damage. Yes. We'll buy one of you. I think that should do nicely.
New equipment available.
UAC 5 again. I don't think we need any of them. Narc beacon. Fancy idea, but I don't think we really need it. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah, still need to find one of these that is modified with the +3 over the +2s, if such a thing exists. Let's grab ER large laser, minus a ton of extra damage. I suppose that's worth taking.
New
And
weapon
then...
systems available.
Yeah, they've got some... Okay, right, also milk. I feel like this is a bug. I feel like all of these things, because yeah, we keep on hitting that. Yeah, on the right torso, a missilery suite. On all of our mechs, I feel like something has bugged just a... No, not on everything. Oh no, yes it is. These weapons are not switching around like they probably should. So you know what? I don't think we're going to try and exploit it. I think we'll just happily leave things as is. Yeah. Because that is absolute insanity right there. We should not have... It doesn't actually tell us the heat generation. Yeah, ER PPCs with medium lasers. A bunch of double heat sinks. Although it... I don't know. It just seems really, really weird. You know what? I think... Hang on a second. Let's just quickly check the mech bay. Maybe we do just go ahead and buy it. We'll swap out maybe our... Highlander for now. Let's just switch those positions there. Keep them all in one grouping. Yeah, you know what? We have money to spare. We're going to go ahead and try it out. If it gives us a really fancy mech, maybe we bring it out for a single outing. And we'll see if it is actually bugged. Or whether it's just some remarkably peculiar happenstance. Yep, no, it's still all there. Autocannons, LRMs. Maybe this part is bugged. But again, the 2R, this one we have one. You know what? We're going to go ahead and buy it. Just because we can.
New BattleMechs available.
Yep. We'll chuck that in for the Highlander. That will be fine. And then let's go ahead and sell a bunch of stuff. We've spent a ridiculous amount of cash. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll get rid of that Banshee. We're not a huge fan of them. Keep our big steel claw. We're keeping our ball. Oh no, that's a standard Black Knight. We'll get rid of you. Our family Blackjack we will keep. Catapults we can sell. Centurion we can sell. We'll keep. Oops, maybe it was the A or the A out. Never mind. We sold the wrong Centurion there, but no big deal. We can make do. Let's get rid of the King Crabs. We'll keep you. In fact, you know what? Maybe we do just sell off the 3Rs. We don't really need those. Yeah, we keep on collecting them fairly well anyway, but the money could be better spent. The Warhammer is fancy, but I don't need it. And there we go. We'll keep all of them. Let's just quickly go ahead and go to our heat. We're going to sell off all of our generic heat sinks. That is well and truly worth selling all of them for a good cool million. Apparently that is, yep, slowing the game down a bit. Let's go with, let's see, anything else we care to get rid of? Mods for extra stability damage. Honestly, we don't really need those. Let's dump them for a couple of thousand. Alright, and then let's get back to weapons. Let's go... The large lasers, we could probably afford to sell them off. We're using more the modified ones these days. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and make back a little bit of our cash. Let's sell off those standard large lasers. They're definitely not worth keeping. Same with the ER PPCs. Again, nice to have, but unnecessary. Large lasers, I think they have definitely gone the way of the dodo, for us at least. We have much better things than those. So we'll sell off all but the best ones. And then large pulses, again, I think we're going to be taking the ones with the weight reduction, just because they weigh a fair chunk of mass. Sell off our medium lasers, because those are our bread and butter for money making. Sell off all of the less modified ones as well. And I think that should probably put us at a more reasonable price point for our bank account. Yeah. Medium pulses as well, you know what? We'll hold on to them PPCs. Off you go. In fact, we probably don't need the majority of things. Yeah, there we go. That will do. I will also go ahead and sell off a bunch of snub PPCs. We really don't need a lot of those. Extra damage, I suppose we'll keep. Minus heat is even better. Tag, okay. I think that'll do for now. We have plenty of money. We'll definitely be able to keep on running. But I think... Yeah, we'll check out that mech bay again and see what that Marauder does. It does have... Okay, it certainly was a bug. We were not meant to have all of that extra stuff. But it's good to know that we now know that. So, you know what? I think what we'll do is... yeah, we'll check out where we want to go, and we might go ahead and fix some things up. Looks like the Dobrev is down here. Yeah, Flashpoint campaign. I think that could be worth taking. Oh, we might get a rare mech out of that. That being said, though, that won't have a time limit, will it? No, it won't. So, let's see. Work for the Free Worlds League. Go against Steiner. How long do we have to do this? That is 109. This is Draconis Combine against the Red Hair Irregulars. again, a bit of a choice. And then what else have we got? More against Steiner, but Helens, Federated Suns. Oh, wait a second. Again, Flashpoint, 39 days. Okay, well, we can't. We could get there just in time if we so desired. Alright, and then we can't get that one. So you know what? I think what we'll do is, before we run out of time, just so we don't have to wait for things to pop back up again, we're going to go ahead and work for the Federated Suns. It'll be against the Pirates, so that should give us someone else to work for in the meantime. I'll go ahead and start traveling, just so we're committed to this course of action. And then what I think we'll do is, once we make it to the jump ship, we're going to go ahead and pull things there. I'm going to probably fix up our mechs between episodes, and then we may, yeah, we'll probably travel the rest. So, yeah, we'll give it a little bit of time to fix up everything with Yang. Again, I'll do some mech management, and then we'll come back later. All right, so you know what? What have we got here? Noble bonds. Ooh, it's not like they're one of us, says Decker. We've had this before. He's a jolly well, yeah, he's from nobility. This is unfortunately. Let's go ahead and say, tell him to send Headhunter to me. Why would we want Headhunter to come this way? Not like I'm the only noble person. I mean, there's you. Harass about this stupid idea. You know what? Maybe we can try and get Headhunter, who, yeah, we'll send him to us, and maybe we can see if we can fix it, or do we just tell him to deal with it himself? You know what? We've had this happen before. Deal with it yourself. We've dealt with this once before. All right. Oh, come on, Decker. Aren't you using your connections right now? If you can't find a way to handle this, I'd rather you pass it on to one of your relatives than me. I have work to do. Decker flushes. Commander, you're right. I'll deal with it. Later, Decker, jubilantly follows up with you. Commander, I passed along the cooling system improvements idea to my cousin, and she says it's quite promising. I never would have expected it from somebody like Headhunter. Decker is now in high spirits. Well, that went down very, very well, but I think this is where we'll call things. So if you do want to see that episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning in to the Leviathan Co. This is the Leviathan, signing out.